Hey, that's right. Welcome to it. That's right. Welcome to the What More Can I Say podcast episode. Let me check. We haven't found it in a while. 94. I'm one of your hosts, Kapone. Let's go ahead and do the intros. She is fluffy and still fine. Keke, what's up?
Hey, friends. How y'all doing?
We good.
Okay, good. I missed y'all. It's been a long time. Just, happy to be on the screen again. Yes. Shout out to the podcast.
And speaking of Zach, that's Zach Boog. What's up, Zach Boog? What's happening?
What's up, brother? It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time pod. We ain't podding in a minute. It's so much to talk about. Let's get it.
All right, let's get to it. First of all, let's go ahead and apologize. I want to get that out the way. Pod fam, look, life happens sometimes. That's really what it's been. Life happens. We all have stuff going on. It was tough to get us all together, but we back and we pod. All right. So whenever you see like the pod get a little freaky, well, not freaky, but we don't necessarily we miss it. When not freaky, I meant we miss them. We saw episodes. The only reason is because life happens. Keke's busy, Zach's busy. I'm out of town, so a lot of times it's tough. It's not like man. Since we last potted, Dave Chappelle got tackled on stage, Zach. And then the guy got his ass beat. When you saw this as a comic, what did you think?
I was relieved. I said, thank you, Lord. That's what happens. I told you, you run up on the stage, you get your ass beat. He got everything he deserved. They put his elbow in reverse. Do you understand? That man's elbow was in the front pointing at, when your elbow is completely in the front, not only is your arm broke, it's broke in a few places to do that. Okay, I'm so happy he got his ass beat, and rightfully so. Now, I saw today that Dave Chappelle has an issue with this guy not getting felony charges. He's got misdemeanor charges. It definitely should be felony because he ran up there with a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And they stumped his ass out as they should. But, you know what I'm saying, still, you have to make an example out of somebody. I've been telling y'all for a long time. You cannot run on stage. That is a no-no. I don't care what the comic said. And this time, Tone, you remember Tone was like, oh, what if they say this? Some stuff is too far. This time, Dave wasn't even saying nothing or talking about this guy. He just did it. And that's what I was saying that Will Smith did. You got to blame Will Smith. He opened up that door to just let people just run up and attack. And now this dude got an example made out of. His eye was black. He broke his arm. He can't see. He ain't gonna walk right. Teeth messed up. He got destroyed. And he got stumped out by famous people too, which I thought was hilarious. It's probably an honor to get stumped out by Busta Rhymes and Jamie Foxx and whoever else stumped him out. Earthquake. They stumped the shit out of him, man. I wish I was there. I swear I wish I was there. I would have came from the back and got me to stump in for Dave. Hell wrong with you. Oh, man, I wish I was
a gang whooping of somebody, a famous, you ever be in a famous jump scene, you know what, hey, Busta jumping, I'm in it too.
I got to get in a famous jump. Got to get in one kick. Crazy. For sure. Until the lawsuits come.
Right. I'm with Zach. If I was there, I definitely would have tried to give me a little lick in, like, you know what I'm saying, just so I could be a part of the conversation. Like, we would, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Great. You try to get your little moment in. I would have been just like you, Zach. But I just thought it was funny how Chris Rock came out and did a joke about it afterwards. And I'm just like, you joking about this, but you weren't joking when you got smacked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought that was a little corny. Like, I would have set this out, Chris. This is not, if I was you, and you haven't even really addressed what happened to you, why are you up here addressing what's going on with Dave? So,
Keke, he did say it's Will Smith. That was the joke. He was like, was that Will Smith? So he kind of addressed it.
No, we still need a 15-minute set about him getting slapped. We need his full rundown. We need a review of the whole slap from Chris Rock before he is allowed to keep on dropping these little shady jokes about the situation. So, yeah, Chris, when you're ready to talk, you know what I'm saying? We got a stage for you in Chicago. But outside of that, it really set a good example. Stop running up on people's stages. Just don't. Don't get up in church. You know what I'm saying? I've been in some churches. You get up, them ushers be about on your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? So You know, if you grew up in a Black church, you know better. So just don't get up. Sit down, enjoy the show. And that's the problem. I just feel like everybody wants to be a part of the show. Everybody wants to be on stage. Go enjoy the show and let the professionals do what they came to do. So I'm glad that he got whooped. It definitely set an example, and hopefully everyone else will remain seated when they go to a comedy show. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I'm in agreement, but I won't compare to Will and Chris. Chris said something about that man's wife and he got smacked. That's what happened. And Chris said something about that man's wife and he got smacked for it. This dude was a crazoid and he just ran on stage and tried to tackle Dave. And just so everybody knows, Dave's not a small man. So you go, Dave wiped that tackle off like it was nothing. And it was crazy to even see. I was like, yo, this is nuts. I can't believe people doing it. He deserved to get stomped out. He deserved to get his arm broke. And yes, I'm happy that this was made so people stop running on stage. I'm not saying what Will Smith was right, but this was one of those moments that everybody saw and was like, damn, if I'm thinking about running on stage, somebody gonna whoop my ass. Because this is the thing. Chris Rock took the smack that everybody probably would have took. Now people like, if you run on the stage, you getting your ass beat. Nobody's gonna take a smack in public. So the thing of it is, when I say smack that everybody would have took, is the fact that if somebody's walking on stage, and let's say another famous person walked on stage after another joke, you're not thinking they're gonna smack you. You're not thinking, I don't even think Chris Rock didn't even think Will Smith was gonna smack him. And then he smacked him, he's like, yo, now if anybody runs on stage, you getting your ass beat. And they gonna ask questions later. Don't run. Even if somebody wins an award, you're like, that's my guy. Don't run up on stage because you might get your ass beat.
Yes.
Stay away. Yeah. Stay away. This is one of those moments, though. I am glad that this happened. And I'm glad that they showed how bad he got his ass.
Yeah.
Y'all get information. I didn't even know all of Dave's homies that were backstage were part of the ass whoop.
Oh, yeah.
They jumped him. They said Jamie Foxx was over there before the security got there.
Yes.
They said Jamie came out of nowhere. Boo! Hell wrong with you? They jumped his ass. I'm so happy. Like you said, they took a picture with him on the stretcher in the front. So somebody got in front and was like, click. Like, let's show everybody how bad we beat your ass. I'm so happy about this. I'm elated.
All right, man. Let's move on to this. Sameuls passed away just out of the blue. Like I told you guys, one of those ones. I think we talked about this a little bit. This is one of those ones that kind of like touched me a little bit. I'll talk about it in a minute. But there's been a lot of bullying of Kevin Sameuls since he passed away. Keke, now you are a Black woman. Kevin Sameuls was giving Black women a real problem, and he was giving big, beautiful women a bad problem. He was always talking certain things about big girls this, Big Shirley can't fit in this. So when he passed away, what was your initial thoughts?
So, I just like the way you set that up, because I was ready to eulogize Kevin Sameuls and really give him like it's okay. We all, forgiveness. But when you just reminded me about the Big Shirley comment, as a big woman, you start calling me Big Shirley. That's a trigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm about ready to whoop ass. That's a very strong trigger. You do not call a big woman Big Shirley. So let me just get my thoughts together and come on back. Okay. Kevin Sameuls. Now, I was very shocked when I saw the news, okay? And, I like the way you set it up and said that a lot of people are bullying him. I wouldn't call it bullying. You know what I'm saying? You can't really bully a bully. But what people are doing is expressing their feelings about the man. And I feel like when you live a certain lifestyle and you give certain commentary, people are allowed to give their opinion about you, dead or alive. So I think we're a little sensitive at that fact, because nobody was sensitive to everything that he was saying about people, women, big women, little women, all women, whatever. However, I don't wish death upon anyone. So I don't think it was right to celebrate his death. I think that's very weird. I never would celebrate somebody's death. But am I sitting around, chastising the people who are expressing their emotions about it? No, because everybody's entitled to their opinion, and he was there. If you want to honor Kevin Sameuls, please keep giving your unfiltered opinion, because that was his entire brand. So I don't think because he had an unfortunate passing that people should stop, now stop giving their unfiltered opinion. No, that's what he stood for. So make him proud and say how you really feel. But I am sad about his death. I thought that was shocking. I got the news, I saw it online early Thursday, and I kind of waited before I posted it because I was just like in disbelief a little bit, like what? But yeah, to report that was crazy, and my thoughts and prayers go out to his family because I heard they found out about it on social media, and that's never okay. So it's a sad story, and a tragic ending, but I didn't see it coming.
Okay, Zach, when you heard about this, you saw it. I mean, instantly. I mean, the instant this man, it was confirmed that he passed. You heard people saying, "Hey, this is karma. He deserved it." All of these type of things. What were your thoughts, bro?
Well, I just look at it like this. This is just a reaction to all those karma, and he deserved it. Let me tell y'all something. We all gonna leave this earth one day.
Yeah.
Okay. And you gonna hope that nobody's saying that about you when you pass. So I ain't never gonna just be like somebody deserved to pass away because they gave a different perspective and an opinion that you didn't like. Mm-hmm. Here's what I liked about Kevin Sameuls. Keke used to call me Zach Sameuls when I used to get on my, look at the earlier episodes. Keke was calling me Zach Sameuls. But one thing that I think Kevin Sameuls did was shine, and that's why it hurt people so bad, because he exposed the truth that women were not used to hearing. You cannot talk bad about women in no way, shape, or form. Women were not used to hearing that. And it just threw them off. They was like, F this dude. I don't care what he said, because he hit some spots inside that could have been true. And they were like, oh, I don't want to be single forever. He hit some real deep points. But let me tell you something, ladies. Every one of y'all who was disappointed and mad at Kevin Sameuls, why I'm gonna miss Kevin Sameuls? Because Kevin Sameuls made y'all know what it felt like to be a short man for a little while. The jokes, the ridicule, all that, y'all got a little taste of y'all own medicine for a little while and could not take it. Women was loose, they couldn't take it. Somebody talked about your appearance. Oh my God, men aren't allowed to do that. But on the flip side, women can talk about a man's height left and right like it ain't, with no regard. And we got to take it and live in it. You know what I'm saying? I can't go and cry because a woman said, oh, I don't want nobody who's short. But as soon as Kevin Williams say, oh, I want somebody to lose some weight, it's the end of the world.
That's so petty. That's so petty, Zach.
It's not, Keke. Women didn't. What'd you say?
You done made a dog mad, bro.
Yeah, the dog that got pissed. But no, for real, women weren't used to hearing that type of talk from a guy publicly. They just couldn't take it. They could not take it. If you notice, and it was some women, and here's the thing, it wasn't all bad, because it's some women who stepped out and said, man, I learned so much from Kevin. I appreciate his perspective. It was harsh, but they couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? Some people just can't take the criticism. But all I'm saying is women got treated like a short man for once in their life and blew up.
Oh, God.
Because short men are the most disrespected men on the planet. And you can't say I'm lying.
I'm not going to say you're lying. I'm definitely not going to say you're lying, but I mean.
Keke, if a woman, if you be like, ladies, what you want? He gotta be 6. He gotta be 6. Well, guess what? Ain't everybody ain't 6 feet.
I'm with you on that. That Omarion about a strong 5'7". So I don't discriminate when it comes to height, baby. As long as you can climb this tree, we good. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Kevin Sameuls was really. He was a YouTuber who had an opinion, and there's thousands of them out there. You know what I'm saying? And his opinion just seemed to reach the masses, and it's really sad that he died. But I feel like men. Let me just say this, Zach. I feel like some men like Zach, y'all use Kevin Sameuls as y'all like. I don't know, like y'all. He was saying stuff y'all wanted to say, but nobody got the balls to say.
Facts.
So men so it's annoying to women how y'all championed him, like, like he was just the holy grail, and he was just, you know, this Martin Luther King Jr. of, you know, YouTube. It's not giving that for women.
But I know it's not, because he was criticizing y'all. Of course, it's not giving that for y'all.
But even I'm a woman who could take the. I think it's funny, you know. I thought he was funny. I wasn't offended by nothing he said. I'm not
exactly. But Keke,
but it's just
guess
like,
what?
Women who
I understand that, but women who were confident in themselves, like you,
yeah,
women who knew what they had going on, like you, were not offended. Okay, you can see the ones that was butthurt, and them the ones that it hurt their soul. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why y'all enjoy seeing women hurt. Let me ask that.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. But women can talk about short men all day. This is my point. This is my point.
I'm just saying, like, it's like y'all just like,
we didn't see women hurt. Dudes were liking to see women get a bit of their own medicine, a little bit, a taste of it. That's all it was. And let me jump in here with the Kevin Samuels things real quick. Couple things. Mm-hmm. Kevin, you were totally right when you were saying, Keke, that yeah, he was a YouTuber, and yeah, women can still say whatever they want to say about what he was about and talking about. But the people that celebrated his death, you're weirdos, and that's not cool. That's just not cool. And like Vivica Fox said, he was giving out negative energy. Say she even brought up a quote that said, when you're 38, you're unmarried, you're probably out of it, you washed. So let's just say you washed. And she quoted that and said, when you putting all that negative energy out, and when karma comes knocking, sometimes she's not so kind. That's not karma. That's not karma, Vivica Fox. No, that's not how it works. That's not cool to even say, to compare death. This man died. And I'll get into the death part.
Meanwhile, I hate to cut you off, but I have to say this. Meanwhile, rappers talk about killing people, effing these women, doing this, doing that, and they die, and people are so sad and be like, I can't believe it. Nobody says, oh, that's karma from what they put out in their music.
Yeah, that's a good point, Zach, as well. Because like I said, let's just say, let me go on the Vivica Fox part. We're saying he got karma. That's not karma. That's weird for her to say. That's not right. Now, we let you say whatever you say about 50 Cent. We like, damn, it's been over for years. She's been talking about the man forever. But to talk about Kevin Samuels, I'm just saying, Keke, for talking about what Kevin Samuels was saying, all he was saying, he was having a shock jock to get followers. But some of the stuff was the truth. It is. If you're 38 and you're a woman and you're a woman and you got a couple kids, guess what? Your dating pool gets smaller. Guess what? If you are a man and you got multiple baby mamas, your dating pool gets smaller. If you are trying to date a high value, what he called a high value man, guess what? There's stuff that comes with dating those type of men. You gonna say, or when he was saying that, hey, yeah, you demanding a guy make 6 figures and you make 40,000. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. You can wish for somebody making 6 figures, but it's just not like if a guy said, hey, a woman, I made 40,000. I was like, yo, I ain't dating no chick unless she $100. That's it. It's gonna sound even when I say that, it sounds weird. It makes me want to throw up in my mouth. It sounds crazy. But women would get away with saying that. He was calling that stuff out. That all I think he was doing was calling out discrepancies, but he was doing it in a shock jock way to get followers. I still saying, like you said, Keke and Zach, you said, can't be wishing death on nobody. That's crazy. The man dead is fine. Talk about his content. But I guess from my point, what I saw, again, this is something that like touched me just because of the way he died. It's because of the saying it instantly takes me back to the moment. The reason I can check up twice a year is because the suddenly of how he died. We don't know how he grabbed his chest and died. Same way my best friend did. Same exact way. Got up, grabbed his chest, bow, dead. You know what I mean? And that's all I saw. And it reminded me to tell dudes is listening to this, especially guys that be over 35, and you, especially, and even, and really, really tripping if you're in your 40s and you're not doing it. if you out here trying to live like you're in your 20s, you can rock star up in your 20s. But when you get into them 30s and them 40s, you just can't do the same things. And a lot of times, dudes, we don't go to the doctor. We can be like, ooh, maybe that's gas. Maybe this. I'm out of breath. My shoulder's hurting. I'm a little tired. And you just steady, just making it worse. Women, on the other hand, if they got anything wrong with them, they something out of whack, they going to go check on the doctor. Women just go to the doctor more than guys do. And I don't know about white men, but I know black men, we just don't. We just don't got to do it. So that was my message. Is just see how this is another example, and we've seen it over and over and over. I know we probably heard about it in other people's families or in your own personal family, that there's been a guy or man in your family that all of a sudden just killed over out the blue.
Yeah.
So that was really my message to the whole thing. I thought it was just foul. Like, if anybody taking a shot at the dude, he dead, is just corny to me.
And also, I do want to say this, man. Shout out to Kevin Sameuls, man, dying, getting that young cat.
What? What?
Kevin Sameuls died getting that young cat.
Oh my God.
Yes, he did. That man passed away getting that young kitty. Shout out to Kevin Sameuls.
I'm just glad it was a woman, because if I had to put my money
exactly. Y'all kept saying all that stuff. Like,
I'm just being real. In honor of Kevin Sameuls, he would want me to keep it real. I would have bet every penny in my account that he wasn't found with no woman.
Y'all called that man. Y'all questioned his sexuality for a very long time, and guess what? He died getting that kitty. So I don't want to hear none of that no more. He died getting that kitty cat.
You mess with these young girls, fellas. I'm telling you, you mess with these young girls. Another reason to get a checkup. You need to find out, is it okay to pop one of them blue boys? I get it. You want to supercharge. This is new vagina. You want to go crazy. And then it's all go out on the first one. I've done it myself. I'm not shaming it. First time, I might break one. Like, oh, you know what I mean? But you need to know that you're well enough to take that.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You got to know.
Stop with the blood one way, because the blood going to be missing another way. You get what I'm saying?
I feel you. And God, I'm scared of them pills, y'all.
You want to make a joke. I know you do.
No, it's not even that I want to make a joke. It's just I'm really scared of them pills because I don't want to get dependent on them.
Yes, don't do
that. That's my biggest fear. Is like, I don't want to start taking them and then I need them. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you don't need them. Well, I don't need them, but I'm just saying, sometimes it's just like, it's like a performance enhancer. It's a cheat. It's a cheat.
Where is this conversation going? Zach, don't start playing with them pills. You too damn little to be playing with pills. Please don't. Zach, you would be out here humping trees and everything else for weeks. You got to know your limits. Don't do that. Don't mess with the pills.
I know. Talk about take a half. Look, I'm 130. I mess around, take one of them pills, everything gonna be hard.
Okay.
Nipples.
Yes.
No. Hey. Shoulders, everything. I ain't ready.
Please don't do it. Don't do it, Zach. I'm not gonna send you off. Don't let Tom send you off.
Hey, look, I'm
in the hospital. It won't go down. I've been up for 2 weeks. Please cut it off. It's too much.
Do you know if you get one of them, know what they got to do? You got to get a shot in it.
To what?
Yeah, it never happened to me. I just heard. You find out everything that could possibly go wrong before you do something like that. Like, I'm telling you, I don't need it, but it's just like, you want to know what's happening. Like, yo, if something happens, if it does not go down, what will make it go down? They're like, bro, like, you don't want that to happen to you, because then you got to go to the doctor, and they said everybody gonna laugh at you. It happened to one of my friends I've heard that they had to get a shot in. Boop. That's the thing. Because what it is if you're healthy and you take one, you really shouldn't be taking it. But I know people that think like me, that like, yo, I'll take a little piece just so I can just have an extra little incentive and try to destroy it. Like, if I was to ever have sex with Holly Berry, I'm letting you know, I'm taking a little bite of the vibe. I am. I'm going to show out. I have to. say, I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Like, you just have to. Bernice, 110%. With little bite.
It ain't Tone. We can't, like, it ain't nothing natural. I can't just take no little tea or something, like some tea.
You mean it ain't natural? It ain't natural. I'm using mine. I'm using mine. I'm just making sure it's gonna go longer than it should go. It ain't like
no, I'm saying it ain't no natural remedy I can use. Like I can't get no like ginseng.
No, it's not. Can y'all please leave the pills alone? First of all, women, we don't want that. We do not want that. Y'all think y'all take some pills and ain't nobody got time to be having sex for 10 hours. Okay, get it over with. Like Hell no. I don't know.
I never got no complaints, Keke.
I'm just like, first of all, Tone is I have learned too much about Tom Kapone in this 5-minute conversation. Okay, he didn't have to go to the doctor, get a shot. I don't want to know all that.
I didn't get no shot.
Second of all, pod fam.
I would let you know. If I had to get a shot,
his
friend.
I had
to, my thing is,
oh God.
His friend had to get a shot, y'all.
No. I get PTSD easy. If I ever got a shot in my pennies, I would never touch it again. Whatever I was doing, never. A shot, if somebody takes a needle and shoots you in your penis, that is a whole nother type of demonstration. No. Now, I never talk about shots and PPs. Let's go ahead and move on. This is interesting. The Kardashians have had a ton of stuff happen with them over this past couple weeks. We potted before. Keke, our Kardashian correspondent, please catch us up. Ray J, Kim K, Blac Chyna Kim K, and then also Pete Davidson making jokes about Kanye. Catch us up on all of this stuff.
Well, it's pretty simple. The Kardashians have a new show out on Hulu, okay? And ever since the show has launched, Kris Jenner, being the genius that she is, she has dropped a news story every single week. So they made the show launch. Then they ended up in court with Blac Chyna. They won that case. Then all of a sudden, Ray J started releasing his DMs with him and Kim Kardashian, basically showing that there's been a whole scheme from the beginning that Todd set up. Everybody noticed. So, Ray J is a part of the Kardashian scheme. I really think they work together at this point. So, he put out his DMs. Then you got Pete Davidson doing comedy. He's finally addressing Kanye West. This is all promotion for the Hulu series that is going on right now that I'm going to watch after we wrap this podcast. So Kris Jenner has done her job, and here we are talking about it, and the Kardashians are still living their very rich lives. So, it's not too much to see here. Kim Kardashian, same shenanigans as always. That's it.
Zach, after seeing and hearing all of this going on, do you even care? You think the world is finally getting Kardashianed out?
I don't think they're getting Kardashianed out because people love drama and that's what they're about. But I would like to address and just make this quick observation. The only reason I have any interest in the Kardashians was because of Kanye. And as of late, Kanye West has been quiet. Kanye West has been minding his business. Kanye West has been chilling. The person with all the drama is once again Kim. We've been telling you that Kim is the problem. Post Kim Kanye, it's been terrible. She's out here, Ray J talking about her, Pete Davidson out here doing all types of wild stuff, got North in his lap, and now she's suing Blac Chyna, which is like, they're not even on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blac Chyna, why are you dealing with Blac Chyna? She's literally got a celebrity boxing match getting ready to happen. You know how broke you got to be to do a celebrity boxing match?
Exactly.
Do you understand how hurting you got to be like, you know what? I'll fight somebody. Damn. You got to be down to do that. Mm-hmm. So that's not an up move. You know what I'm saying? So you're dealing with that. Kim is I'm just saying, when she was with Kanye, it seemed like she was a little bit more classy. She had a little more, esteem to her. We were looking forward to her looks. Met Gala. We was talking about her in a different light. Post Kanye, she done went right back to the reality star. She's like an even reality star now. So I just want to let y'all know that Kanye is the GOAT.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Mic drop.
Ye chilling. He's still Ye. She out here fighting with reality TV stars and stuff. Like, come on. She might as well go Love and Hip Hop or something.
Pete Davidson got a tattoo of her name or the initials of her and Kanye and her kids on his neck. I don't know if that's real or not. I know the whole thing just seeing the Ray J stuff. Now, I don't know if Ray J is in on it. I just think Ray J is tired of the Kardashian stuff. I think Ray is probably like, yo, I'm cool on this Kardashian stuff. And I think the reason he keeps letting out little things, little by little, yeah, I would have still been with Kim Kardashian if she hadn't stole from Brandy. No, that sex tape was this, that, and the other. I think Ray J is finally ready to tell his unfiltered story. I think he's in the process of trying to figure out doing a deal with whoever he's going to be. Maybe it's the Breakfast Club. Maybe it's some blog. Maybe it's something. But he is going to talk. Ray J is just letting out little new bits every couple days, every week. I think a big interview's coming because I personally thought when the first thing came out, I mean, Ray J, I'm not saying he was broke, but I mean, he did Love and Hip Hop. So, I mean, his money probably was cool, but he still was looking for checks. And I think they paid him a little money. That's why he never really spoke on that, right? Mm-hmm. Whatever has happened, maybe that statute of limitations has run out or whatever it is, he doesn't care because we all know Ray J hasn't made money off of entertainment in years. Years, literally
Ray
years.
J's rich, though. Ray J's really rich.
I was about to say, he's gotten rich off of tech. He don't even care. So I think at this point, it's about telling his truth. He's not even chasing the check anymore.
Right. Ray J super rich. He got it.
Yeah.
I still think it's a scheme that Kris Jenner set up. I think Ray J on the payroll. I think it's all one big plan. So that's my take.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get to this. Dani, Leigh, and the baby. Now, I don't really know much about. It was a song that dropped. I know the baby did Dani, Leigh, crazy. What's going on, Keke? You know all the stuff for this?
Yeah, so a couple months back, Dani, Leigh, and the baby was on Instagram Live, and he put her out the crib right after she gave birth to their newborn. And it was very messy. So for months, we didn't hear anything from Dani, Leigh. We know that the baby beat up her brother in a bowling alley, and we still didn't hear much from Dani, Leigh even after that. Now she has new music out, so she did a sit-down interview with Angie Martinez. And right after the interview dropped, the baby came with his very toxic self and gave his rebuttal to everything that she said. Now, the girl really did a good job of making us feel sorry for her and the whole situation. And she said she's growing and she's learning, blah, blah, blah. Well, the baby came and was like, I don't know how much you learned because we was just sleeping together the other month, like a month ago. So it made her look a little crazy with his stuff that he's saying. But it's just like, the baby, I feel like the Lord keep giving the baby chance after chance after chance after chance. Like, you beat this murder, you beat this case, you trash your baby mama, you link up with Tory Lanez. I mean, he just done so much wild stuff. And it's like, why would you come on the internet and go at her again? Like, that's your baby mama. He act like he's just a mess. So I couldn't get past nothing she was talking about. Damn what she talking about. It's the baby for me. He is like the poster child of narcissism. Like, he's a narcissist. And it's like weird. It's scary. Because for him to get on the internet today and talk about this, he's just so he's so confident in his evilness. It's like, why would you do that? So that is what I was focused on today. I think I watched the video like 4 times trying to just really why would you do this? Like, why would you do this? Just let her live. She's trying to get her music career back. Just let her live. But no, the baby was back up to his toxic ways. And, that's the story on that.
Okay, Zach, what do you think about this whole thing?
Keke gave a classic woman response. Classic woman not taking accountability response.
Accountability.
Tone, have you ever noticed when you confront a woman about the stuff that she said, somehow you become a narcissist?
No.
You're trying to control the situation.
No.
She literally did an entire interview talking about him.
It wasn't
he did a whole sit down with Angie Martinez, had lights, cameras, makeup. This is what we're gonna say. Did a whole thing. The baby did a minute Instagram live video, and Keke watched that 4 times.
Yes, because why would you do that?
Classic woman response.
No.
She talked about him. He said, I hear what you're saying, but let me give you my rebuttal to what you said. Hence, if you wouldn't have said nothing, I wouldn't have said nothing. The baby ain't talked about her in a long time.
Zach,
Until
that's
she wanted to
mama.
Keke.
Keke.
This is a classic woman response.
He kicked her out of the house on IG Live, bruh. Damn, can she live? Just let her live. I don't even like the girl. I'm not a fan. I'm just saying, I just didn't understand why him. Why do you feel the need to even you didn't already embarrass her enough? Why do you need to get on the internet and rebuttal her little petty interview? Like, just let her have it.
Why? But see, that's what I'm saying. And when it comes to men, we are conditioned to let y'all have it. Why do we have to let y'all have it? When a man decides not to let you have it, he's a narcissist or he's wrong. No, he's just not letting you have it. But guess what? A woman, when a woman don't let a man have it, I'm taking up for myself. I'm not being walked over no more. No, it's the same thing. Y'all do the same thing that men do and then call it different things. And I'm sick of it. I'm calling it out from here on out on this podcast.
Well, you call whatever the hell you want to call. I still feel like the baby should have just shut up. Like, you got enough going on. You know, the Lord said he granted you grace out here. And I just feel like he just don't get enough. I don't know. It was him for me. And
I'm not a DaBaby fan. Just want to let you know that I'm not. I just had to call that out. DaBaby has done some weird stuff that I think is weird. That whole NBA YoungBoy mixtape with around that time, I thought that was completely weird. And like, why would you drop on the same day? You ain't got nothing to do with that. It's real stuff going on. So I just want to let you know that I'm not like champion DaBaby. I'm only taking up for men. Go ahead. Kevin Sameuls dead. Who gonna do it? Go ahead, Tom.
DaBaby's a wild dude. Again, we always say it. I say he's the classic example of a short dude. He is the classic. If you want to get short,
what I'm saying? Short dudes don't get no respect.
That's it, bro. He's not this short. Zach, you're not even short like DaBaby. Like DaBaby, he like swing his feet in a stool chair. Like he like that, but like he's short. He's classic, violent, overconfident for no reason, wearing mediums. It's a lot. It's a lot that happens with small dudes. And I just feel like, bro, like, man, I ain't saying let Dani Leigh have it, right? But he still has to remember. And this is the thing. Those of us that got baby mamas, that's still your baby mama. Yes. You gotta watch what you're saying out here, bro. You can't be putting a wild Instagram post up. You can't be saying wild stuff about your child's mama, because guess what?
But why can't we say that she can't say nothing wild about her child's father? I've never heard that in my life. Nobody has ever tried to protect the baby daddy.
She didn't say anything.
Nobody tried to protect the daddy. I know that. Nobody tries to protect the baby daddy. I've said this before. When you're a baby daddy, you are running an uphill battle from day one. That's just what it is. I'm saying that it's more important than me. Maybe not the baby, maybe by not anybody else. For my ass, I don't want my kids to hate me. I don't want my kids to not like me. That is very important to me. And I'm telling you, no matter, I can sit and say all the stuff that my baby mama may have done or some or anything, they still gonna take their mama's side. Everybody takes their mama's side. Every time. Like, your mama had to be a serial killer for you not to take your mama's side. That's just what it is. All it is. I just think the baby, you the baby. Again, this is another thing. Not knowing your flyness. Bro, you the baby. Mm-hmm. Why you gotta even let her have it? The record's not good. The record's not good. I listen to the record and been like, oh man, ain't nobody listening to that. It ain't a back. No. It ain't a scissor. It ain't no DFMU from LMA. It ain't none of that. It's not good. I'm still a baby. Even if I haven't made a hit recently, I still got bigger records than you've made, period. Right. I'm the baby. Mm-hmm. I'm the baby. So I'm going to let you get all of this off. I'm going to watch it, laugh, and keep it pushing. I think that's what Keke was saying.
Yes, like at some point, you just keep it playing at some point. The girl, it wasn't like she sat down in an interview and dogged him. She sat down in an interview and just explained what happened when we saw her getting embarrassed on IG Live. That's it. So I just feel like, as the baby, like you said, you should be too flat. At some point, just keep it playing. But no, it's like you get on anybody level at any time. Like no matter up high, you just, and I'm like, damn, we tired of you. I don't know. I don't know. I really liked him.
Make it all disappear with a hit record, but I can tell you that what Dani Leigh put out is not a hit.
No.
Not a hit. But let's go ahead and go with somebody that has a ton of hits, and that's Young Thug. Young Thug has got hits on hits, and also now he is in jail with all of those hits, along with 27 other people. Now he got took away. There's an indictment. There's some RICO charges. Also, Gunna hasn't been arrested. That's weird, but they named Gunna in the indictment.
No, Gunna got arrested.
They said he hadn't been arrested yet. What you, Zach? I know you tapped in. Talk to him.
I think Gunna may have been arrested, or he's gonna turn himself in, or something like that. But they got them RICO charges. As I learn more about RICO charges, I realize that's the new way to mass incarcerate people. I believe RICO, from the little research I've done today, my few Googles, because I had to just understand RICO charges. RICO charges was kind of set up to get the mob. So when you weren't able to get everybody, you could get somebody. They came up with RICO charges to be like, oh, you're affiliated with this gang, and that is enough to take you down too. Okay, so a lot of these charges, a lot of this, in my opinion, just looking at it and talking to the guy I know from YSL, he was like, a lot of this looks a lot worse than what it is. Now, it said 56 counts. You arrested 28 people. So what's that, 2 counts apiece? Gunna doesn't have any RICO, Gunna doesn't have any like sticking charges other than the RICO charge of being affiliated. You know what I'm saying? But here's the bad thing. They are making Young Thug look like he is the kingpin running a violent gang organization. Okay? The person that we have to worry about in this situation is Young Thug. If convicted of these charges, he's going to get life. Simple as that. I promise you. I just read that before we potted. If guilty of all the charges, they're treating Young Thug like he is, a mobster. Okay, that's how they coming at him. And so it is very serious. Something we should not take light. But the lawyer that Young Thug has and has always had is about as good as the babies. Okay, this man ain't lost a case since '93. Okay, so it's gonna take. You're gonna have to prove it. You're gonna have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you did. It's not what they know. It's what you can prove. That's how court works. So we shall see how this turns out, man. I'm gonna have my eyes glued to this. I am going to have it glued to this. And every rapper, every street dude, if you made any gangster song, you definitely need to be glued to this, because Young Thug's lyrics are being used in the court of law against him right now. These little words like slack, them little gang words that they use a lot. You know what I'm saying? They're using that against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, oh, you're gang affiliated. What's this? This word means this or that. You know what I'm saying? Words that he's made a part of the culture that we don't even think are gang related. They are gang related terms. You know what I'm saying? But they're using that against them. So this is, the whole industry should be watching this. And this is what Jay-Z was trying to fight when he said, man, I don't want rappers' lyrics he's trying to fight rappers' lyrics being used against them in the court of law. And they definitely shouldn't be used. What if you didn't write your song? You know what I'm saying? What if somebody else wrote it? You still gotta do time for some lyrics. What if the label was like, hey, this is the image we want you to go with. So let's make some music that sounds like this. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really unfair to do that. And that's why I said RICO charges really is reminding me of mass incarceration, of like, oh, we can get a whole bunch of people, based off one person that they know that's affiliated to the crime or whatever they know. So just the entire industry, my final thoughts is the entire industry should keep a close eye on this, because this is crazy. For sure.
Yeah. Keke, you see this, what's happening, using lyrics as evidence in a case. Young Thug looking like a drug kingpin. People are all over the internet already trying to talk about Gunna's the one snitching. It's all looking crazy. What do you think?
You know, I'm just mind my business, because I don't want no problems with no slack or slick. I don't want no problems with nobody. The only concern that I had when I saw all this going down was, what is little Young Thug gonna do with his fashions? Like, I just know he gonna be in the jail serving the people fashions, because you know that's what, for real, like that's what I look to Young Thug like, for the fashion. So I'm just like, I know he finna just live his best life in jail. But outside of that, you know, I pray everybody, you know, I pray justice is served and everybody gets to go home if they are innocent. That's all.
Oh my gosh. I think the only thing I thought about was, man, back when I was coming up, man, rappers weren't the gangster. They was telling the gangster story that was hanging out with them. They was always telling somebody else's story. Label said, you know what? We sick of having the fake gangsters. Let's sign the real gangsters. Now, I don't know what Young Thug is or isn't. I can tell you this. All I know is whenever I've asked or talked to people about Young Thug, and I'm like, man, don't nobody crack a joke about the dresses, the way he moves, and all of the different type of things that Thug will say, do. Everybody loved Thug because he helped everybody out. That has been the overwhelming thing that everyone has said. Thug will help everybody out. 2, they was like, you don't want any problems with Young Thug because he is with everything. And that's just what they said. If you want problems, they said, if you mess with him, you're going to get everything you asking for. That's why you've never heard anybody. Who have you heard diss Young Thug?
No, nobody's tried Young Thug. And that man wore a whole wedding dress. Nobody's ever tried.
Nobody ain't ever tried him, made a little joke, said something. It's the time, I think somebody, and then the problem, the baby had, not the baby, well, baby as a stunner baby, they had an issue. That just disappeared. It stopped. And the person that told me this was like, yo, the same thing I'm telling you, they told baby in a different way. He not the dude to play with. Now, I'm not saying he's this drug kingpin, this violent dude. All I know is this, is that I've never heard one thing said about Young Thug other than he is a gangster.
Yeah, they don't really mess with, they don't really mess with Young Thug. You would think he would be an easy target from, you know, some of the stuff that he does and some of the stuff he say, and you know what I'm saying? You know, he would be like Boog. He would like to comment under somebody's stuff or something like that. Nobody try Young Thug. They do not. They do not. But man, I just do think the industry should definitely keep an eye on this case, because this can happen to anybody. This can happen to anybody. So just keep an eye on it.
Yeah. Real quick before we get out of here, there's a story that I want to talk about because it was catching some steam. Jay Prince had said stuff. Again, I told y'all, you got to watch Clubhouse. There be some weird stuff happening on Clubhouse. I go and I pop in, I listen real quick, I can jump out. A lot of weird stuff happening. Whack 100 is one of the most popular people on Clubhouse. Now, Whack 100 is a guy that's been in the middle of the Kardashians beef and Kim and all of these different things. He's in sex tapes and all these different things. Now he's representing, I guess, the lady that interviewed Larry Hoover in jail. Now they want to negotiate because she says she owns the footage and she doesn't want to sell the footage to them. She wants to be a partner because, of course, Larry Hoover, everybody's interested in the story. They want to sell it. They want to get, whatever. This is actually his words and telling his story, right? So people are trying to want to create some stuff around it. Well, Jay Prince is like, yo, I need that tape back. That's not your tape. They hired you to do that, whatever. And Whack 100 keeps saying, hey, she got the contract. She got the contract. This is more of a statement more than a question, you guys. I'm going to say Whack 100 should really not get in the middle of this, because I can tell you this. The lady that's saying that she owns the content, nobody can just go up and talk to Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover is going to ask, what are you going to be doing with this? Where is it going? He's not signing paperwork to be like, okay, I'm going to interview with you and this is all yours. I just gave you this interview just to have it. And you're not a friend of the family. You're not with a network that's going, or you with a judge or something that's going to help you get out. That's the part that doesn't make sense in the whole story. That was just one of the things to me that I was like, I wish WAC 100 would get into this. Did you guys see the story?
I saw the story. I did. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It's only one person that should have that footage. It's only one. It's not WAC 100. It's not Jay Prince, and it's not that lady. It's 50 Cent. We know 50 Cent should tell the story. That's who else is telling gangster stories other than 50? We need to figure out how to negotiate a deal to get 50 Cent this footage in this interview. That's what we need. Y'all worry about Jay Prince. What documentary Jay Prince put out that we watched? I love Jay Prince. WAC 100, you run around with Blueface and Tekashi. You don't need this good footage. Give it to somebody who's going to do right by it, which is 50 Cent. That's what I think.
There it is. Keke, what you think?
I don't care who got the footage. I just think if Jay Prince want to pull up on WAC 100, I would like to see it all go down, because at this point, I'm just very tired of Mr. WAC. No disrespect. I know you like the big man, but it just seemed like you always in some drama and bullying somebody. So I just feel like maybe he done met his match. So, let whatever gonna happen, because,
Man, when Jay Prince talked, it scared me.
Yeah, because you know when you a real killer when you talk calm. Like
he don't never get turned up. He never is fired up.
Yes, WAC be yelling, spitting, hollering all on the clubhouse app. Listen, don't nobody got time for that. I'm so tired of this man. Whoever want to meet him to get whatever video back from him, do what y'all got to do, because I'm tired of this man.
Hey, Jay Prince said, I'm not finna lip wrestle with you.
Right.
I said lip wrestle. If somebody tell you they ain't gonna lip wrestle with you.
About 20 years.
Man, he said, I ain't gonna lip wrestle with you.
Come on.
That's a real gangster right there. He never is out. He's never emotional.
No, and his haircut is always the same. Like the box cut, like the set. It don't move. You know what I'm saying? When somebody's hair is always in place, please stop playing with them. Like, I just feel like, Jay Prince is not for none of this. So do whatever you got to do, sir, because I'm so tired of the other man yelling and screaming and acting a fool. No.
Oh, my God. All right, y'all, let's get out of here, man. Final thoughts, Zach Boog, what's up?
Man, I'm so sorry it took us so long to come back. You know what I'm saying? We trying. We trying, Pod fam. We are really trying. And, I'm not going to bring up the promise that Tone made about 100 episodes and we 6 episodes away. I wouldn't dare bring that up right now. I am not going to bring up that promise that Tone made about episode 90, about episode 100. I wouldn't do that. So since I'm not going to do that, I just want y'all to say that we're going to be back consistent every week with a fresh new pod.
Love it. Love it. Keke, what up?
Same here. Thank you, Pod fam, for sticking in there. I love seeing all the messages and y'all tagging us and all these crazy news stories that have been going on. Please keep it up. We gonna get to 100. Okay, I don't give a damn if I got to come on here and put 2 little emojis for the 2 of them, on the screen. We gonna make it to 100 episodes. So y'all just think, just stick with us, okay? These numbers are going up. Y'all getting us. The YouTube is busting. So let's just keep it going. So like I said, I'll be back next week. And if they ain't there, it's gonna be 2 little emojis and we're gonna make it work. So
we get to that 100 episode again, man. Guys, thank you so much. Share the pod, share the pod, share the pod. I know a lot of people said they were going back watching some of the old stuff. We appreciate you, man. Again, whenever we miss it, just know life is happening. But we still got y'all in our heart. We definitely love the support you've been giving to us. For what has it been, a year? Some change now? Almost 2 years?
Yes.
Wow. Almost 2 years. With that being said, what more can I say?